Hi guys, I'm Ishanka from IR Tutopia. Today we are going to talk about the positive and normative statements. So let's talk about positive statements. Any objective statement that can be tested, amended or rejected by referring to available evidences are known as positive statements. As an example, if I take the higher interest rates, that can be caused to reduce prices. This fact can be tested in the actual market. Therefore, anything that we can test with the figures and facts is known as a positive statement. And also, positive statements can be put it into if-then format. If the interest rates increase, then the house prices will decline. So these are the easy way of identifying the positive statements. Let's move to the normative statements. When there is any subjective statement of opinion rather than a fact, that's known as a normative statement. Normative statements are usually would use the terms like would and should. Some people might think pollution would be the most serious economic problem that we have today. And meantime, some people would go against this idea. There is no clear way of proving which party is correct. So normative statements are like that. Those will depend on the different opinions of the people. So therefore, as a summary, positive statements can be tested, while normative statements are opinions which cannot be tested. With this knowledge, let's move to exercise. Here, we need to read each and every exercise and understand whether it's a subjective statement or objective statement. Let's move to the first statement. If the government raises the tax on beer, this will lead to fall in the profits of the brewers. So, by using the available market details, we can measure. So, by using the available market details, we can decide whether the profits of the brewers will increase or decrease when the government try to raise their tax. So, anything which can prove by the facts are known as positive statements. So, this is a positive statement. Let's move to the second one. Unemployment is more harmful than inflation. So, we can't say or we can't prove whether the unemployment is more harmful than inflation or not. Something you cannot test and something will depend upon the opinions of the people would be a subjective statement. Therefore, this would become a normative statement. Alright, the third one. The government is right to introduce a ban on smoking in public places. Is right to introduce. So, some people might think government is doing the right thing by banning smoking in the public places, while some people may not agree with this idea. This is something you cannot test and it will depend on the opinions of each and every people. So these kind of subjective statements are become normative. Here we have the ability of testing when the average temperature rises more than a certain level of degrees, whether the demand for sunscreen product is increasing or not. Something you can test is known as a positive statement. I think now you have a clear idea about the positive and normative statements and then how to identify the different types of the positive and the normative statements. So let's meet up again with another video. Thank you.